everybody, and welcome to Horror Movie Yearbook. I am Tim.
I'm Willie.
We are continuing our summer series. This is our fourth one, our penultimate episode.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, we're already here. I think we're saying our fourth summer series. Is this our fourth summer series?
No, maybe.
We've done
I feel like
Scream, we've done Romero, right?
Yeah. And I got to remind you, I'm putting you on the spot in a couple weeks.
Uh-oh.
I want you to pick a series like this. I
no.
put you on the spot last time. I do it again. You forgot about it, so now I get to do it again.
All right,
I want you to
fun.
start keep
It was
thinking.
so much fun the first time.
Yeah.
We'll
So,
do it again. Yeah.
so I'm gonna be honest with you. We're talking about The Invisible Man Returns.
We are.
Yeah, I texted you before because last episode I said we were watching Ghost of Frankenstein, or I called it Son of Frankenstein, Ghost of Frankenstein, and you had a panic attack. You're like,
I
did I watch the wrong
Yes.
one?
Because they're all like son of, ghost of, daughter of, revenge, or returns. That's basically the...
And this one has Revenge comes later, and I'm like, no, do not watch that one. That one's not very good. This one is Returns. This one's pretty good. This one's watchable.
Yes. There's also Invisible Agent, which I did not mistake.
Invisible Agent, Invisible Woman.
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to be talking about that. I will say this too is I'm just going to preface this one. I think it's usually when we do these, like if it's 5 episodes, the 4th episode is where I'm really starting to feel like maybe it's time to move on to a different subject. It's always like,
yes.
then the 5th one, like once we get to the last one, I'm like, okay, we're through the series.
It's a
like,
celebration.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
I'm just going to warn everybody up front. I'm going to do my best here.
I'm going to do my best. I'm going to.
That's all you could ask. So yeah, The Invisible Man Returns. Willie, what else? Anything else you want to cover up top here?
No. No, I'm good. Yeah.
So let's just go right back. All right. So this is the second in the Invisible Man series. This is directed by Joe May, screenplay by Lester K. Cole and Kurt Siodmak, I believe is how it's pronounced.
Okay.
Siodmak. Same story. This is kind of based on. No, it's not. The Invisible Man is a different story. What am I talking about? Starring Sir Cedric Hardwicke.
Yes.
Vincent Price, who is not a star, I don't believe. Non Gray and John Sutton, and a host of others. All right, so the Invisible Man series to this point only had one other movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was The Invisible Man. After the success of Dracula and Frankenstein, Universal wanted another hit. They were trying to stay afloat. And Carl Laemmle Jr., Carl Jr., as we like to call him, purchased the rights to H.G. Wells' The Invisible Man. Have you ever read that one? The H.G. Wells? Sorry, I have not read that one either. I have read Frankenstein and Dracula.
I've read those. I've read War of the Worlds.
Yeah. H.G. Wells.
But that's about it, I think, H.G. Wells was.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Is he Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Oh, is he 20,000 Leagues?
He's 20,000. No, 20,000 Leagues is Jules Verne.
I've read that.
Okay.
I have not read Journey.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's H.G. Wells, though. Yes.
Yes. So, yeah. So they brought in a bunch of screenwriters. Preston Sturges, I believe, wrote a draft. James Whale is the one who took over. James Whale, of course, directed Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein. And the thing with... Okay, so The Invisible Man. Have you seen the original Invisible Man?
It's been years, but yes, I have seen it. Correct. With Claude Rains.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Claude Rains... originally, Carl Laemmle wanted Colin Clive to star, but James Whale wanted his friend Claude Rains to star. Claude Rains was not overly enthusiastic about the role because he was not seen through most of the movie. Yeah,
It's true. Very true.
It's a great performance in the sense that his voice does a lot of the acting. Same thing as what the movie we'll talk about later
Absolutely.
today.
Yep.
But you only see Rains in the final scene. You only see his face.
Also similar to the movie we're about to talk about.
I don't love The Invisible Man. The other reason I'm warning people up front, this is not my favorite of the series.
Of the monster series?
Of the monster series. I actually think I might like the movie we're talking about, but The Invisible Man is to me, it's too much of a slapstick comedy. And I actually think Whale does a lot of what he's trying to do better in Bride of Frankenstein, where he gets a nice mix of
the
like actual pathos. Yeah,
okay.
And it's just it's too much of the Invisible Man in the first movie is a lunatic from the get-go. Like, he's just a madman.
There's no kind of like descent into that. Yeah.
No, he's just riding around like throwing bikes at people and stuff. And, like, There's a lot of screaming.
I
in
mean,
it.
I get it.
Yeah, but it is funny. Like, it's a funny movie, but it doesn't fully work for me in a way that a lot of the Universal monsters, those first movies especially, do as well. But it worked for a lot of people. It was one of the top grossing films of the year. And then 7 years later, it finally got a sequel. We've talked about the whys. I don't want to go too much into it, but
Sure.
Universal, they took a break from pretty much 1936 to 1939, and then the movie we're going to talk about came out in 1940. All right, I'm going to try to get the Invisible Man series, the sequels, correct, because they do get... So we have The Invisible Man, The Invisible Man Returns, The Invisible Woman came out the same year in 1940. Then you have Invisible Agent, and then you have the Invisible Man Revenge, and then you have Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man in 1951. So there you go. Have you seen any of these before?
No.
No. I'll be honest with you. I don't. There are a couple. I'm not 100% sure I've ever seen Invisible Agent or Revenge. Maybe I have seen Revenge.
I've seen the original, and that was,
it.
like I said, ages ago.
I have all these. God, I don't. If I've seen them, I have no recollection. I do think I have seen Invisible Woman because I remember I wanted them to keep going with the new modern ones as well. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And like be like the Invisible Woman. I think they could have done that. All right.
Pretty fun.
We're talking about The Invisible Man Returns.
We
Willie,
are. Yes.
This is your first time seeing it.
It is.
What did you think of your watch?
Yeah, no, I like this movie a lot, actually. I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't know what to expect because, again, it had been like ages since I'd seen the first film. Not rewatched the first film for this. I've been trying not to watch the initial ones, A, because of time, quite frankly, and B, because I like to just watch these as their own kind of movies.
Yes, and that was part of the fun of this, too, is like to jump. Sometimes I like to prove a point to people out there listening, and that you don't always have to just watch the whole series.
No, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Unless it's Stranger Things, and then you're going to have to.
Oh, God. Don't get me started. I watched the trailer. I watched the trailer for that, and I'm like, what the hell? I'll be honest with you.
I'm so mad about that.
Stranger New Worlds, Star Trek Stranger New Worlds comes out, and it's been 2 years since the last.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know what? Some of it's because of the writer strike, too.
I heard the new one's great, though.
But the new one, I realized, oh, shit, this ended on a cliffhanger. Season 2 ended on a cliffhanger. So I'm going back and rewatched it. Like, oh, yeah. So, like, this is a cliffhanger. Like, the first episode is a continuation of an episode that came out 2 years ago. I'm like, I have no idea what the hell happened. Like, what happened? It's
what do they want from us?
It's the type of show, too, that, like, doesn't lend. It's not like a serial, or it is like an episodic show.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, Stranger Things.
Anyway, yeah, sorry.
So
I digress.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I thought was fun about this, from as far as like kind of separating itself from the other movies we covered, is this one is it's not a direct sequel in the sense that we're not following the exact same characters from the first film, but I liked that it was tied to that first film. Mm-hmm. We even get a kind of a mugshot or a still photo of Claude Rains. I like that they at least made an effort to like say, oh, this is like we're following that film.
Yeah.
It's cool to have a continuity there, I think. Not something that they seem to be terribly worried about with the other Universal movies that we've watched.
No, I guess Frankenstein series has like a little bit of
There's
it.
a little bit of that with Frankenstein.
Yeah.
But like the Mummy movies
don't. Yeah.
No.
I mean,
and it was cool. It was nice.
Yeah.
I appreciated that. I was like, oh, wait, is this... I saw the picture of Claude Rains. I was like, oh, somebody's related to him? Oh, it's okay, I get it. Like, I was piecing it together. But what I liked about this one was that you've got Vincent Price is fantastic, first of all. Let's just say that. Like, he's not in the film much in terms of, like, a physical presence, but his voice is... his voice is so wonderful, and he's so great.
His laugh, too.
Oh, it's just... There's no other laugh on the planet like it. Now... I would assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, that your first exposure to Vincent Price was Thriller.
Oh, yeah, I would, yeah.
I think most people in our age range, that's their first kind of exposure to Vincent Price.
Yes.
And so that voice has been so indelible in my brain for so many years. And obviously later on, my dad at the time was like, oh, it's Vincent Price. But there was no access to a lot of these movies at the time, so I didn't really get to experience them. And then, moving forward, I was able to. And I understood finally why he is the legend, he is. And deservedly so. He's so fun, and he's so...
This podcast is the biggest Dr. Fives fan podcast.
Oh my God, he's so good in that.
Yeah.
I still have not watched the sequel.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not sure I'm worried it's going to mess up.
No, sequel's a lot of fun.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's fun.
Ah, damn, okay. All right. Anyway, I love Vincent Price. And even though we don't get to see him much in this film, his presence is so strong that it helps carry the movie for me in a lot of ways. I also think that Nan Gray, ooh la la, my word.
All right.
And she was in Dracula's Daughter.
Yeah.
I believe did she play
so
the young woman that
she was Lily? Lily was her name, right?
She was the one who Dracula's daughter was like, I'm gonna paint you, and then it was this kind of weird
that was
her, right?
Yeah, I think it's Lily is her name.
I think so. Yeah. And Nikki, it's funny. Nikki walked in when I was watching it, and she's like, "Whoa, wow, she's really pretty." And I was like, "Shit, you're not kidding."
Let me show you Dracula's Daughter.
Indeed.
Let's see her finest work.
Spice things up. And she's very good too. She's legit. I mean, so far with these movies of this in this Universal series, women are very pigeonholed in kind of a certain role. I understand it's kind of the way things were at the time, so I'm not holding it against them necessarily. But I will say, she's got some moments in this of strength and stuff that work for me. I think she holds her own.
There's some good acting in this. There's some decent performances.
There's some good performances. And in general, I think the performances across the board are really good. Is it Sir Cedric Hardwicke, right?
Sir, he was the bigger star at the time. Vincent Price had just started acting.
Yes.
In Hollywood, I should say. He was an actor on the stage, but yeah, Hardwicke got top billing at this.
He's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
John Sutton's great as Dr. Griffin. They're all good.
Yeah. I think this has this is. I don't want to say it's the best acting because I do think Sutton has.
The last two we've watched, which are Son and then this, are my favorite two of the batch.
Okay,
I don't know which one is my favorite.
I was going to ask you to rank them.
I can rank them pretty easily. I think these two are tricky right now, and it could be recency bias. I have this one as my favorite.
Okay,
and then Son. And then Dracula's Daughter, and then
The Mummy's
Ghost.
The Mummy's Ghost. Yeah.
That's where I'd go.
Okay.
So I'd actually go we're actually going kind of...
The Mummy's Ghost is watchable, but I think it's definitely a step below all of those, honestly.
It is. So for me, I was thinking about this too. I like all of them for different reasons.
Yeah.
The Mummy's Ghost is just schlock. It's fun schlock.
Yep.
Dracula's Daughter is weirdly ahead of its time in terms of its dealing with trauma.
Yeah.
That's become a big thing in horror in the last decade or so. Mm-hmm. Is trauma as horror.
Trauma and the sexuality.
Yes. Those two things, right? Yep. So I appreciate it for that. Son of Frankenstein is fun because it deals with the whole sins of the father thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it works pretty well in that sense.
And the visuals in it, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. This one's fun because it takes what you expect to be the villain of the piece, and makes him into kind of he's an innocent. He's a victim of, not just those conspiring against him, but also a victim of the cure,
right?
The thing that's supposed to free him of. So I love that. I think it worked really well.
Yeah.
And that's why I like this movie so much was because we've got a character who. And what's fun is the first I want to say the first half or so, you don't know that he's innocent of the crime even.
No, it is kind of...
You're kind of suspecting. You're is he... Did he do this? People seem to really care about him and trust him, and he's got a girlfriend or I guess girlfriend, right?
Yes.
Fiance, something, whatever. Who seems to trust him, and this doctor seems to care for him enough, but the doctor's related to the original Invisible Man, so is he trustworthy? Yes. So there's some fun there in terms of and then eventually they reveal, that he's kind of a victim of a conspiracy, but I liked following that kind of thread of okay, is he the good guy, the bad guy? If he's the good guy, is he going to become the bad guy because of the effects of the serum or whatever you call it? It was fun. I had a good time with this one.
Good.
It's probably my favorite. I don't know. That and Son they're pretty neck and neck right now for me. So Yeah, I don't know. What did you?
These would have been they're made around the same time. Yeah, so
you've seen this before.
This one I have seen before. This one I think in Invisible Woman are the ones I've seen in this before, and then I think I parachuted out of this series. I think like as you were talking about it, and as I think about it, I think I like this better than the original Invisible Man. I would pick. Okay. So if we're doing rankings for me, I put this behind Son.
Yeah.
I've got a soft spot for Dracula's Daughter, but
you're a Frankenstein guy too, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like so that probably helps. You know.
There's just
plus Igor's so great.
I love Lugosi's performance so much.
Yeah, Igor really. Yeah.
But this is good too. I never get. Okay, so the reason I like this better than Invisible Man, though, you touched on it, is because we do actually see, like, we follow this guy, and he starts to kind of descend into madness.
It's a gradual,
yeah, and like in the first movie, it is just
he's a wacko.
He's just wacko from the start, and like it's fine, but it's not that interesting to me. It's funny, but it's not. I actually like get a little invested in Vincent Price's character in this movie, and a lot of it is Price, because this is pre Vincent Price being Vincent Price. This is early Vincent Price too.
I meant to ask you,
handsome guy, by the way, at the end,
right?
Yeah,
like dude,
I was like, whoa, handsome young man, yeah,
all right,
yeah.
Do they touch? Remind me, one of your favorites, Hollow Man.
Yeah. It's yes.
Do any other? You bought it for me on Blu-ray. It's over here. Do you remember you buying me a copy of
Hollow Man on Blu-ray? I'm trying to remember. Yes, I do remember. I'm trying to remember where I got that. Yeah, I don't know why. It may have been. Why not? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know why, but I don't know what the occasion was.
You don't see Bacon's dick in Hollow Man. You only see it in Wild Things, right?
Wild Things, yes. Mm-hmm. I don't think in Hollow Man. Maybe like a weird like.
Was that his actual dick in Wild Things?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's one of the few ones where they've actually used a real member on a big A-list star. Have they utilized?
If I was an A-list star, I'd be like, yeah, like make it big, but don't like make it.
Give me something cool.
Yeah. Or I'd just be like, make it gigantic.
Maybe Samson. From 28 years later.
Make it as ridiculous as you can. Make it look like I have back problems to try to carry this thing around.
Yes, bring in a fluffer. God, I'm distracted.
Sorry, that was my fault.
No, you're fine. Doesn't Hollow Man use the caveat of the so? I'm just comparing it to other Invisible Man movies, right, or series, right? There's not many of them.
Yeah.
Did James Wan do the one? No, that was
No, that was
Lee Winnell.
Yes.
Yes. His Invisible Man is crazy before he becomes invisible, right? If I remember right.
Lee Winnell's?
Yes.
He is kind of like he's a gaslighter, is what he is. He's like, I don't.
But the serum or the whatever
right.
is not making him crazier. He's kind of nasty to begin with.
I think it's more with him. It's the power.
Yes,
that is kind of corrupting him. Yeah.
If I recall correctly, Hollow Man is the only other Invisible Man style movie. And correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't Kevin Bacon start off as an okay dude, and then like it makes him nuts?
Yeah, and Bacon, like he's completely gone by the end of it. It's like, and the thing with him is that I feel like in Hollow Man, it doesn't feel like gradual. Like he's just like
as soon as he takes it,
he's like hell yeah.
Sick. Yeah.
What was it? Rhoda
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember, but I was like, okay, that's so they took that from. Okay, cool. All right.
So this one is a bit of, and so that's kind of the fun of some of the Universal Monsters movie is the sympathetic monster aspect, and I think like Invisible Man is missing that for me. The first one, this one has it. I guess I don't get as invested in the kind of like the murder mystery aspect of it. It's kind of, for me, it is kind of like, oh yeah, he's probably gonna get away, or like he probably did it, or like he didn't do it, and like he'll get away with it.
See, I guess for whatever reason, like I think because it was Vincent Price, I was like, maybe he is a bad guy.
Right.
I don't know why, like, but for me, like, until they straight up were like, no, he didn't do it.
I think
so that worked for me.
The other thing that's fun about this movie, and you're touching on it too, is like I like these as we've gone through this. Like you get a bunch of like it's not just horror in this. Like, this isn't really a horror movie. It's kind of like a whodunit, like a murder. Yeah, like a thriller. Like, is this guy getting away with? Yeah.
Does anybody die in this movie practically? Like,
I will say there's that scene with the like the chair. Like the chair and the rope and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty horror. But the first Invisible Man is just a comedy to me. It's slapstick comedy.
Is he killing people in the first movie? I don't remember. He's not.
I'm trying to remember if he no, he's mostly just doing wacky shit. If I remember. I'm trying to remember if he straight up cold blood murders anybody in that movie. I don't think so. No, he's just doing cardboard.
Like Jamie Kennedy experimenting people. Impractical Jokers or whatever.
So anyway,
what a dated reference. I could have got
Jamie Kennedy experience.
Jackass. I could have said
you did go with Impractical Jokers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy experiment.
I like that show.
Do you like Malibu's Most Wanted? Punked?
Yeah. Malibu's. Nah, I've never seen it.
No.
Is it good?
No. I hate that. Okay. Jamie Kennedy a little bit hit or miss at times.
Mostly miss. It's okay.
Listen, we love him in Scream.
Love him in Scream 1 and 2.
Yep.
And 3.
Yeah. But beyond that, not always his best. All right. Let's do, I'm going to go through the plot here. It's going to be pretty quick.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stop. I got a couple notes here that we already touch on it. Sir Geoffrey Radcliffe. So he's a sir in addition to the actor. Oh, wait, no, wait.
That's Vincent.
Yeah.
So sad his character got served, and he never got served.
Yeah. Cool. So Vincent Price should be sired. Yes. I would like to write into the Queen. The King now, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll write to the Queen. I mean, it's not going to be... I only recognize the Queen and her corgis.
He is English, right?
Does the King still have... Does he have corgis? I know the Queen was a big corgi.
I have no idea. He probably inherited her corgis, I would assume.
Yeah, I would hope so. I hope someone's taking care of them. They don't really do anything, right?
The corgis, they kind of pop around.
Oh, no, the royal family.
Oh. I was going to say, I don't like that.
They do less than corgis, I think.
Corgis are pretty busy, I guess. No, not really.
So Sir Geoffrey Radcliffe is sentenced to death for the murder of his brother Michael, a crime he did not commit. Geoffrey, his best friend, Frank Griffin, the brother of the original Invisible Man, and Geoffrey's fiancée form a plan to inject Geoffrey with the invisibility drug if his appeal fails, which it does. As Radcliffe's execution nears, he suddenly vanishes from his cell just after Dr. Griffin has visited him. When Detective Sampson from Scotland Yard hears the names of Dr. Griffin, he recalls the Invisible Man case and guesses the truth. Okay, so I'm going to stop right here. There are a couple things I actually like about this opening. We have watched, especially Dracula's Daughter and Mummy's Ghost were the worst offenders of this, where they just dump exposition. This one, I think, does a decent job of balancing dumping exposition and actually moving the plot of this movie forward a little bit. Like, it's just, there is some new stuff mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to get your thoughts on this. I have a beef with the title of this movie.
Okay.
It is called The Invisible Man Returns.
So that infers that the guy from the first film returns.
Yes.
It does not. He does not.
This should be an Invisible Man.
He's dead, right?
Yeah. This should. Yeah.
He gets killed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is his brother.
Right. Which should be like another Invisible Man.
Another Invisible Man.
Invisibler Man.
Invisible Man. Because it can't even be Invisible Man Returns because Vincent Price in this doesn't really return.
What about... Oh, man. I don't know what you call it.
The Invisible Man's brother helps create
another Invisible Man. Yeah, I like that.
The Invisible Man's brother helps.
We were talking... I'm sorry, before we move on...
Yeah, absolutely.
We were talking about Vincent Price.
Yeah.
And his knighthood.
Uh-huh.
Do you know where Vincent Price was born?
I don't.
Do you care to guess?
I'm going to say I'll say Liverpool.
Okay, nice. Good.
Uh-huh.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, shit.
He's not English. So that's why he has not been knighted. Isn't that funny? I thought he was English.
There is someone. We're 24.
He grew. He spent a lot of his time as a youth in England.
He worked on he went to the stage in England.
Yes,
because I think I have that by now. There is someone who has been listening to this for 24 minutes since we said this.
He's
like
screaming.
He can't be a knight, you fucking morons! Yep. Or you're gonna knight him under the St. Louis Arch.
Yes,
absolutely. If there's one American that should be knighted, it is Vincent Price.
Absolutely, no question. They thought about it at some point.
Yeah, at some point.
They were like,
I'm still going to write the Queen.
Do it. I know so many people are mad. Anybody who's like big into the whole royal thing is unsubscribed from this show. I'm going to write the Queen about Vincent Price's knighthood. Okay.
What was it? So, so he is his brother. He is the brother. Griffin. Yes. He's the brother. They don't really delve too deep, but I do like that they at least made a connection.
Yes,
to the first movie.
There's a further sequel that features a third brother.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, wacky family.
Yeah,
wacky family.
No.
I also like about these movies. It's kind of a Friday the 13th thing. I like too. Is like they know. They know the events of these movies happened, but they never really learn from them.
No. I mean, why? To be fair, Tim.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Not
I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
Wouldn't you say most of the people you've encountered in your life, like, don't learn from
this
mistakes?
Has always been my argument when people most people in horror movies are stupid, most characters are stupid. I'm like, yeah, most people are stupid.
Especially under pressure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe actually some horror movie characters are smarter than a lot of the people I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's like, hey, my best friend's about to hang.
Yeah.
I've got this invisibility potion. Mm-hmm. Didn't work out great for my brother. But
yeah.
It's better than hanging.
Yeah, there's a desperation to it, too. You're like, give it a shot. He seems like he's not my brother.
Yeah.
My brother was a lunatic, apparently.
And he's working on the antidote.
Yeah.
So.
Dr. Griffin has left clothes for Jeffrey at a prearranged place, and Helen hides him in a cottage in the woods. Radcliffe searches for the real murderer before the drug causes him to go insane, while Dr. Griffin continues to search for the antidote.
And that dog barks so much.
Oh, that dog is loud. I watched this.
I like dogs, but...
I watched this early in the morning when my child was asleep.
Oh, gosh.
And I was just it was one of those movies where the audio mix is off a little bit. Yeah, and I kept up and down, up and down.
That dog is loud, dude.
Yes, and I have a dog, and my son, anytime he hears the dog move, will just shoot up and be like, time to go. I would argue that he doesn't really go insane here, right? He's just kind of...
We get hints of that, right?
Yeah.
It's even his first interaction after he shows up bandaged at the house, and he's interacting with his girlfriend, and he's like, oh, shut the dog up, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. He's kind of angry when he does it, and she seems kind of taken aback. Her performance shows you something's going on here. But I'm also shut the dog up. So...
Yep. That's not going insane. That's just
that's
hey.
just yeah. I have a neighbor with a dog, and he barks a lot. And I'm all right, guys.
Shut the... Yeah. At Jeffrey's request, Dr. Griffin promises to stop him from causing anyone harm if he shows signs of the madness that inflicted the original Invisible Man 9 years older.
I like the agreement. That's cool. That's a fun tie back to the original. I like the idea that these two friends, the one's hey, this could happen if I give you this. It's our one chance, and he's okay, if it does, I need you to handle. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
All right, here's where my Vincent Price notes kick in, and this is where I'm gonna explain my confusion with Vincent Price, where he was from originally. So yes, he was in fact a St. Louis native who traveled to London to study art history and ended up on the stage instead. He didn't actually break in to film until 2 years before this movie in 1938. Wow. This is his first leading role, his second horror film. He was in a movie called Tower of London, which is directed by, let me Google.
Same director, isn't it?
It is the director, I believe, of Son of Frankenstein.
Oh.
And his name is escaping me right now. Oh, God, what is his name? Anyway, he is...
I will find out.
1938. My God.
Roland V. Lee.
Thank you. Roland V. Lee. He directed Son of Frankenstein. Yep. So as you can see, well, we've talked about this a lot in this series. Is like it's a very searching for a better word here, incestuous.
No, it is.
Yes. It is. Yeah. But yeah, the funny thing about this is, okay, I'm gonna a couple of things here. His performance, I think, is he's not visible a lot of the time. A lot of it is done through his voice. He's only visible at the end. I would argue though, like
was it him in the mask? Do you know? Was it? I assume it was.
I would assume it was.
A star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't like a star. Yeah. So I would assume he's just like, yeah, whatever. I guess. And there's not like any stunts.
No.
So I would guess
probably
you
him.
Want him to play. Yeah. I think a younger version of him too, like it kind of works better, even with like the voice is recognizable, but it's not like the Vincent Price voice.
Well, he hasn't harnessed that kind of full. His persona, like he hadn't been established as like he is a gothic horror guy like that. Like he was just an actor.
There's a hamminess to his later performance that I love, but I don't think it
wouldn't work for this.
I don't think it's prevalent here. He actually did not star in another horror movie for, I believe, like 13 years.
Really?
Yes. So throughout the 40s, he would do a kind of like a lot of, for lack of a better term, horror adjacent movies. Like he would do, there's a movie called Laura where he plays kind of like a shady Southern gentleman. It's a film noir. There's a movie called Shock where he plays a psychiatrist who murders his wife. So there's these kind of, there was like, gothic melodrama directed by Joseph Mankiewicz called Dragonwyck, where he plays kind of like a sinister character. So like he played like kind of horror-ish roles, but it wasn't until like the 1950s that he really broke out into the. So we're kind of like the 40s were kind of transitional year or decade for him until he became like Vincent Price, capital letters.
Right.
But yeah, he was. I believe he kind of trying to find here.
Just the output of films.
Yes.
At this point in time is incredible.
Yeah.
Seriously. It's amazing. I'm looking at his filmography and I'm like, he did like 12 movies in 1956. It was insane.
I guess the other thing I wanted to mention too is I think Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein is one to mention. He wasn't in that movie, but that's kind of to me that's kind of a bridge into the 1950s horror sci-fi kind of movies that Price made a name of. And there's a campy, like it's a comedy, and there's a campiness to a lot of Vincent Price's performances after that I think is obvious as tastes change and then audiences were looking for something different. Why he became who he was. The other thing too I wanted to talk about here was the effects in this movie. So this was actually nominated for an Academy Award. The first one was not. The effects were revolutionary in the first movie.
Yeah.
They something called the black velvet technique, which is essentially where they draped the actor in a black velvet coat and put him against a background. They were groundbreaking for their time. It's kind of the first movie to really be special effects heavy with a narrative. You had stuff like George Méliès's movies. He was a magician, I think, and he used a lot of magic tricks on screens. But you also had like double exposures for the ghosts movies and like stuff like The Haunted House. But The Invisible Man, that first one, was really kind of very high tech for its time. And even this one, obviously, by getting an Academy Award nomination, was kind of the cutting edge of effects in a lot of ways.
I paused it and I said, Nikki, come in here. Look at this effect with the eyes. Like, I'm like, this is insane. It's insane.
Is that at
the back of the?
Is that at the end?
Bandages, like so, no, like the.
Yeah,
the one where like he has the glasses on most of the movie with the bandages, like the classic kind of. He takes the glasses off at one point, and you can see like it's probably some sort of mirror effect or something, but he takes the glasses off and you can see like the back of the bandages through the eye slits, and it's so cool and it's so effective. Like it still worked. I'm like, oh my god, like this is awesome.
There were a couple that still, like, I was thinking of the end where you see it like when he starts to become visible and you see like the veins, and like oh, it's like,
awesome.
It's kind of cheesy, but it's so cool.
It's awesome. I can't imagine. Like my mind would have been like exploding.
Yes. Yeah, and I think that's why these movies, especially that first one, were so popular. There's a hamster effect that I really like in this, and there's also they use some stop motion in this too, because there's the rope kind of tying around at one point is it's stop motion is what they use there.
It works.
The effects, they're kind of cheesy, but they still work in a way.
I love that stuff.
Me too.
Yeah. See, I'm sure there's plenty of people who are like, this is terrible, but. I don't know, like I kind of have a soft spot for that stuff because it's so inventive and it's so like clever, and somebody really, really had to like break ground to figure out how to do that.
Yes.
Not evolve something that existed, which is also impressive. I'm not trying to like take away from people that came afterwards, but like this kind of movie walked so that things that we're watching now could run.
Yeah.
Still today, like I mean.
Well, no, I mean, we got a movie coming out next week, and you've got an Invisible Woman in Sue Storm, but they'll just use CGI in it. But
sure, and you know, but even like we're still using practical stuff too. In maybe not that film, but like, the Mortal Kombat trailer just came out today. And there's like the Baraka, the cool guy with the teeth. That's all practical, apparently.
Okay.
Supposedly. Or maybe enhanced by CG, but it's practical. So, like,
I do think there's a yearning for that, and maybe not just, like, because even, like, who's the Spider-Man guy? The kid. Oh,
Tom Holland?
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
He even said, like, we're doing a lot of it on actual
the
sets.
New stuff. Yeah,
we're doing a lot of it. And I think there's, like, that's a little bit different in that, like, I think people are kind of like, I'm tired of looking at green screen shit or, like, the volume or whatever.
Because it's cool and it's important, and I think, like,
you can still use it.
There are places for that. But I think people are starting to realize, like, it does not matter how, and it's video games, movies, whatever. It doesn't matter how good, like, the CG stuff gets. There's something about the human eye's ability to understand that's not real.
Yes.
That it what's the term for that? It's the
Uncanny Valley.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not fooled by the stuff, you know, like I know what I'm watching is a computer, you know, I don't know.
I also think it's a kind of a horror fan thing too, like, because like you and I, like, and a lot of horror fans watch movies. The 80s is what I'm thinking of too, and a lot of practical effects, and that's like we know it's some of it looks a little bit iffy, but like,
of course, but there's so much work.
It's the craft and the art and being able to look and it feels tangible. And
it was tangible.
And I'm not an anti-CG guy.
No.
I mean, either. I understand its use, and sometimes I think to do what you have to do, you have to use it. But I do think
a lot of the movies I love wouldn't exist without CG.
Even modern times, I think the Terrifier movies are an example of people wanting to see that kind of effect.
Yeah. And even the Terrifier movies, like they don't always like. Not every effect in the Terrifier movie, even like two or three.
Yeah,
they're not perfect.
No.
I can see the seams here and there, but like
that's part of the fun, and that's part of the fun of Invisible Man Returns. Like
I like that, you know, like
you can see the wire of the gun as he's like carrying.
I think it's cool.
Me too.
I don't know. I mean,
yes,
it's but some people don't like that, and it's fine. It's all good.
The Radcliffe family owns a mining operation. The recently hired employee, Willie Spears, is suddenly promoted within the company, stirring Radcliffe's suspicions. After forcing Spears' car off the road, Spears is frightened into revealing that Richard Cobb, Radcliffe's cousin, is the murderer. Unfortunately, Dr. Griffin and Helen see signs that the drug is having an adverse effect on Radcliffe. Yeah, so this is where he's starting to lose it.
Yes. Like I don't like this. You know, here's what upsets me is that they give Willie a bad name.
Yeah.
Willie Spears he's a bad guy, and he gets
yes.
And he spells it IE. The subtitles say IE, and that's rare for people to do IE, and I do IE, so I'm very upset about that.
Is it rare for IE?
I mean, I always see Y.
Yeah.
When I see it written out, like Willy Wonka was a Y.
You're right.
Free Willy was a Y.
Yes.
The two great Willies. Do you know how hard
There
it
is a
was?
wrestler called named Willie Mack who is IE.
Yes, but he's awesome.
Yes.
So I would gladly share
Yes.
that with him. Do you know how tough it was to grow up being called Willie?
When Free Willy was out, that does suck, right? Yeah,
That was a bummer.
I remember like Free Willy was kind of like a dick joke when I was young, like Free Willy, and then like you'd point like you'd like I didn't do it, but
Pretend
like,
to.
whip out your dick
Yeah, okay. Free it.
because a dick
you know.
was called a Willy
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yep.
I don't
That's too
think
bad.
it is. I haven't heard that. I haven't said. Oh, you know why it was called a Willie in the
Hmm.
'90s? Is a lot of it had to do with Bill Clinton. William.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I
mhm.
was like in elementary school, dude. Like,
Yep.
that wasn't easy.
So
I'm
your
okay
your
now.
big issues were President Bill Clinton and Free
And the
Will.
whale.
Tim doesn't have a lot of issues. I guess Timothy McVeigh really was a problem.
Yeah,
for a
you're
minute.
right though.
Yeah, I go by Tim a lot of times,
Yeah,
not
you don't know
Timothy.
Timothy.
Yeah,
I forget your name is Timothy.
yeah. Yes. Okay, so real quick, I believe this set has popped up because this was used at the end of The Mummy's Ghost. I
Dude,
think.
what? Right? It's the same one, right?
It's the same.
It's
It
gotta
has to
be.
be
It's
because the movie's
gotta be.
supposed to goes a couple years later. I do love that about these movies. They're like,
So sweet.
we've still got this set. Like, let's just make another. The other thing too is you know it's a movie from the time when like there's all this intrigue surrounding a mining operation.
Yeah. It's so sweet.
You don't get that kind of thing.
I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, they reused the set. They reused the set. Smart.
It is smart. I like.
Thrifty.
I'm a big fan. Yes, I'm a big fan of thriftiness and being frugal,
Absolutely.
especially my films. Yes.
In films and in life.
Part of the reason I like these movies too is because like there is funny stuff like that, and this isn't. There's some humorous stuff in here, but it doesn't go overboard with it.
There is fun stuff in here. Yeah,
Yes.
It's not just dour, but no, you're right. It doesn't become a comedy.
Right.
So
Some of the jokes, yeah, come from the goofiness, come from the camera work. I like that about the Universal movies. They're not afraid to have a sense of humor, and on purpose too. All right, back into the plot here. They secretly drug him to make him sleep, and when he wakes up, it seems the effect of the invisibility drug had been temporary. However, he's been faking and soon escapes and goes after Cop. I really like that segment too. I believe this is the part too where like they're all in the room together. I really like this stuff. After a confrontation, a chase scene ensues, during which Radcliffe is struck by a bullet from Samson. Cobb is fatally injured by falling from a coal wagon, but confesses to the murder before he dies.
which is nice.
Yes. A couple of notes I have here too. Kurt Siamek, who I mentioned earlier, and Joe May, the director. They were both Germans. They were immigrants. They immigrated around this time. Joe May actually spoke no English, and Vincent Price was fluent in German. This is why the man, Vincent Price, should be knighted. He was fluent in German. A man from St. Louis.
St. Louis.
No,
Who
yes.
studied in London. Like, why? Like, how?
He should not be considered American. He is a global citizen, this man. He's a man of the world. But he translated all of the instructions from the director to the other cast members.
God, he rules.
You don't get... But part of the thing that struck me during this time is just how much, as we've talked about this, especially the last 2 or 3 movies, how much of an influence really German filmmakers and German artists in general had on early horror and Universal horror, and how much of a power immigrants had.
I wonder why.
I think a lot of it had to do with coming out of World War One. A lot of the art, the German expressionism, which we talked about, a lot of the art stemmed from that kind of thing. And then you have the rise of Nazism in Germany around this time too. And I do think a lot of Nazism, it lends itself to kind of like that duality of man. Like you have the good and then you have the evil. And I do think Universal Monsters Frankenstein and like they do kind of live in both worlds.
That makes sense.
In that way. And I do think a lot of that ties into the monsters, because there is a humanity to it as well.
Yeah.
But you had, I mean, if you're talking, I mean, Kurt and Robert Siodmak were big. They were German brothers. Kurt wrote The Wolfman, this movie. Robert directed The Spiral Staircase. So like they had a big hand in this decade of Universal horror. And I just wanted to bring that up because I do like it did kind of hit me during this time. Kurt Siodmak was also a novelist as well. He wrote Donovan's Brain, which is a science fiction horror novel. He wrote a couple other stuff too, but you have Karl Freund, F.W. Murnau, Paulini, all these German immigrants just had a huge hand in this era of horror,
awesome.
and it ties into so much of horror today stems back to these. So, all right, here's the end.
Yes.
Now cleared of all wrongdoing, Radcliffe, dying from blood loss and exposure, makes his way to Dr. Griffin. A number of Radcliffe's employees volunteer to donate blood to Radcliffe. The transfusion succeeds, making Radcliffe visible again, allowing the doctor to operate and save his life. The end. So we do get a happy ending for the quote-unquote monster.
We do. Which,
The Mummy's Ghost had one as well.
little different.
Mm-hmm.
On account of the monster being a monster in that one.
Yeah.
I like the ending. I like that it everything's kind of tied into a bow, and that's fine. Sometimes that works.
Yeah, what do you think?
Technically, we don't know that he lives, though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go with a darker edge, you could be like, oh, well, I mean, like, his name was cleared, and he was with his lady, but, like, we don't know that he makes it, right?
Yeah.
If you like your horror films really dark, I like the ending.
Do you like the ending? Okay.
Yeah, because like I like the mystery. I like the, like eventually like I figured out. Okay, yeah, he's in the clear in terms of the crime, but it was nice to see him. Like he got his name cleared. He got his lady back. All seemed right in the world. He got a blood transfusion, which helped him out. I enjoyed it, yeah. Because the villain wasn't really the villain.
I was rooting for him anyway, yeah. So I kind of want to see him.
I like that.
I want to see him pull it out. I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Humans are the real monsters. That's what this message is. I think.
So yeah, we talked a little bit. Yeah. There is a malleability to the monsters that I like.
Yes.
Yes. And it's part of.
We've always talked about that.
Yeah, it's part of why. What's the last? Oh. I kind of like. I want you to watch the Wolfman, the new Wolfman movie. I'm curious your thoughts.
That?
I did, but I didn't love it. Like it's not like I'm not championing it.
Was the design better than that weird? Okay,
it looks okay in like no, but it
does it kind of look like that though. Really?
It does kind of look like that. It's going for that in the movie. I don't like it. I still don't like the design. I like a lot of what the movie is going for though. The problem is it feels like it doesn't have a third act. Like it gets to a point where it almost feels like, all right, like either they cut some stuff or there's like, we just got to end it. Like this isn't working. We got to end it.
Okay.
But I like that you can make a movie like that with Wolfman.
Did you like Invisible Man?
I liked Invisible Man a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't crazy about it, were you?
No.
Okay.
It was fine. I liked what they were like the attempt. Like I liked the idea. I liked the concept. I liked the performances and stuff. Like just the final product, I was like, I don't know.
What do you think? What do you think the issue is with getting some of the new ones off the ground?
I don't think there is an issue.
Well, I guess Invisible Man made money.
I don't think we care.
Okay.
I don't think you can make an Invisible Man movie that works for me at this point. Like,
okay.
That's a superhero movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't. There's no.
They're making another Mummy movie. It's the dude that did Evil Dead Rise.
That could work. I don't think Invisible Man works though.
The Mummy's gonna be tough though because I think people have such a fondness for the Brendan Fraser movie right now.
Yeah. I think you can make a really effective.
You can make a good movie. I just don't know how audiences will respond to it.
We've never seen a full-on horror Mummy movie. Think about that.
Yeah.
Other than the original, like the Universal run, have we ever seen a full-on horror?
Even that has such tinges of like romantic.
I want to see a horror film with the Mummy,
where
he's like nasty and like
I remember there's some pushback with the Brendan Fraser mummy at that time too. They're like, this is and like there is,
it's an action adventure movie.
Looking back on it, like, you know what? But that's kind of my point here is like, yeah, these Universal monster movies, there's a lot of different. They're not always horror, especially the sequels.
I'd like a horror movie.
Did you ever watch the Tom Cruise one?
Oh yeah.
What did you think of that one?
It's terrible. It's great.
It kept me entertained on a plane.
I loved it,
but I did not want to see it anymore.
It's not good.
No, it did.
It ends with Tom Cruise as the mummy. It's insane. It's great, but it's insane. They were gonna make Tom Cruise the mummy. I want you to think about that for a second.
The most bankable face, like overseas, in a lot of ways. You're gonna
the mummy.
You're gonna wrap him up in bandages.
He was wrapped up at the end. It was hilarious.
You know how sick it would be though if the mummy was like skydiving, like he was doing like cool Ethan Hunt stuff.
I watched that movie in a heartbeat.
And
I'm not complaining.
Tom Hanks. Tom Cruise would do like because Tom Cruise he has like a death wish, and like people celebrate
Tom
it.
Hanks is the mummy.
I don't think that would work actually.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, Tom Hanks would make a good Invisible Man.
Really good.
Yeah, especially like the crazy version.
Ooh, yeah, that's perfect, dude. Man, he'd make a good Wolfman too.
He would, yeah.
I know that sounds crazy, but like he would.
What would Colin Hanks make?
Because he'd be so. He'd be a nice.
He'd be like, yeah. He'd be like the boyfriend or like the boring like the.
I like Colin Hanks. I don't know. I'm not gonna shit on Colin Hanks. I like.
What about Chet Hanks? What about Chet Hanks?
I don't want to. Nope. Not going there. Not gonna go there. He seems to be better.
He's in a better spot.
I think.
It's weird that Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson had a kid like Chet Hanks. All right.
No, it's not. Think about how many suburban kids wind up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Now think about that suburban kid with a lot of money and influence.
And Tom Hanks, it seems like a very nice guy. I like it a lot, but like he's a goofball. Like he's kind of like a wacky
and
guy.
Busy.
Very busy. Yeah, yes,
and
you're
not there a lot.
You're right. No, I'm not like attacking him.
Colin found something to do with his youth.
Yeah.
Very early on, he was like, I want to be a movie star.
Tom Hanks has made a lot of movies.
Found other things to do.
And like I always used to see, I don't know if as much anymore, but he was always at baseball games. Tom Hanks would go to like Major League Baseball games.
Yes.
He's like a fan of that. Yeah.
Yes. Be a Colin, not a
and
Chet.
I never saw Colin and Chet there, and you could see Chet from a mile away.
You sure can. I love Chet. I hope he's okay. Honestly, I do. I hope he's good.
Yeah, I know. I got no beef with Chet, right? He hasn't done anything like.
He's probably not to me. Or
yeah,
I don't think too many people.
I don't know anything.
He's probably done bad stuff. I hope he becomes a nice, upstanding member of society. Let's move on.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Chet Hanks to really. All right, we're gonna wrap this bad boy up. This series next week.
Yeah, that's it.
Next episode.
Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's our next creature.
Yes. So we already. I already picked this one. We are doing. We're doing the last because the last one is the Creature Walks Among Us.
Which I love because perfect ending for the series. The one and only Universal monster movie I ever owned on home video.
Awesome.
And so it's a fitting end for me.
Yes.
Because I'm going back to the beginning for me. I'd seen a couple of Universal movies before this.
Mm-hmm.
But what's weird is I had never seen either of the other Creature from the Black Lagoon movies before this. Which is really strange.
Yeah.
But yes.
Not really. I mean, yeah, it is. Like I see what
it is a bit strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, this is a fitting ending to our series because this is the last movie of the Universal Classic Monsters. It's the last in the Black Lagoon trilogy.
It's from 1956. Six?
Yeah.
Very late. Yeah.
So this is it. This is
the
like
end.
Yeah, and then Hammer kind of takes over with these monsters.
Yes,
a lot of these monsters
throughout the till the mid '60s or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this will be a nice capper. I have not revisited this in a long time. I'm excited to watch this one.
Yeah, I have a VHS copy of it.
Are you gonna watch it on VHS?
I don't have it here.
Oh man.
It's in Colorado. I did not ask for this one to be shipped.
You didn't know, yeah.
I didn't think about it, but I would have. No.
What is that over in the corner there? I'm looking at it it's over by the candle.
Is it a bug?
No, looks kind of like an egg.
Oh,
next to the candle.
That thing there?
Yeah.
The one with the teal colors and stuff, the gray.
No, on the other, not the box.
No, you're talking about the round thing with the antennas coming out of it.
Are those antennas?
Yeah, that's
Should I not ask this?
It's a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh, okay.
A wireless, very nice speaker. I have two of them.
Mm-hmm.
They were bought for me by a friend of the show, John Street.
Okay.
And they are from the Zack Snyder film that I don't remember the name of. That was a Netflix thing.
Army of the Dead?
No, there are two parts to it.
Oh my God, Rebel Moon?
Yes.
Did you watch that?
No. Walmart released Rebel Moon merch, and they didn't sell. And so John got me two of these Bluetooth speakers from Rebel Moon.
They released. Excuse me. Like they didn't release like toy. I mean, I'm sure they did. But they also released Bluetooth speakers.
That's a Rebel Moon Bluetooth speaker. I have two.
Netflix has so much money.
You can pair both together. It's great. You can do a nice surround sound.
They can just blow money on Bluetooth speakers for Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon. This is insane.
Yes. That's one of them. That's the robot from Rebel Moon.
Oh, of course.
His head.
Okay.
And he's a Bluetooth speaker, and it's a very nice Bluetooth speaker. And I think John got them for like $1.50 at Walmart.
I hope John is listening to this. I know he's a regular listener.
Yep.
I just want to thank him because I was sitting there, like it caught my eye. I'm looking over there. I'm like, what the hell is that?
He bought a couple for himself too. I mean, he took.
I mean, if they're $1.50,
they were super cheap, like insanely cheap.
John was he was our Zack Snyder expert.
He was on our Army of the Dead. We talked about it with him, right?
A movie that I did not hate, but yes, he I believe he called it. That was back when I could figure out technology, and now I've just given up.
That was a Bluetooth speaker, though.
Well, thank you, John.
It's a nice speaker. It's pretty solid.
All right, we're gonna wrap this series up next week. Stay safe and stay scared.
Yes, it's all right.